you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. 100 likes and I'll suck your toes.
Yo, so a few things came out the past 2 days, which makes me want a part 2. First off, Ludwig called out Dream when Dream called some girl a whore. But the huge problem is that Dream made a 5-page document, quote unquote, claiming his innocence from calling this girl a whore. But instead of making it about that girl, he made it on a completely different fucking girl. People all over Twitter hate him now. And Dream made a video on Tommyinnit where a lot of people point out Dream's contradictions and hypocrisies while Dream literally just victimizes himself. Let's fucking go.
This whore thing is true, right? This happened. Someone came up to me and they told me this. And I kept this to myself. I've never brought this up publicly. I feel fine bringing it up publicly now because Dream brought it up. Dream, after I said this, sent me back like 5 pages worth of information about the situation, defending himself, messages from the person he called a whore, and explaining the situation, right? All of those messages were about a different thing. I never answered him. I never replied. Because I was like, brother, that's not even who I was talking about. So apparently you've come into this situation now more than one time. I'm definitely not making the video. Moved on with my life. And by the way, still not making the video. Don't give a shit.
So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the entire Dream video and call out every fucking inaccuracy, hypocrisy, or just something that Dream lied about to the best of my ability. Let's fucking go.
Tommyinnit posted a video yesterday that was titled Dream, where he said a lot of stuff about me that isn't true, but he did correctly criticize me for something that I want to apologize for before I respond to the rest of his video. I posted a meme on Twitter that used the R word, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry, genuinely. I think it's important to acknowledge right off the bat that that's not right. That's not how you should behave. I shouldn't have done it, period.
I'm gonna just say if this one post that Dream wrote that says, genuinely still confused on what the rules are, honestly not trying to be obtuse, multiple people can go viral calling me the R word and everyone explains that it's okay because they're neurodivergent. So then I see a meme that uses it and posts it and get absolutely throttled for it. I never seen that meme in my life. Dream made that meme. Obviously, is the internet being disingenuous, but that doesn't completely invalidate anyone that might be upset by it. Most of the people call me ableist for using it are the same people that are lit off fireworks when Nicholas Cantu was slur-slinging slasher, including Tommy's closest friends. It's either okay or it's not okay. The double standards are infuriating. See, does that sound like a guy who cares about saying the R word to millions of people? Not really. I have my own reasons for having a problem with Tommy going around being the internet police and was expecting to get a lot of shit for going after poor Tommy that lies about me constantly. But obviously I have no intentions at attacking every Dream SMP fan or being ableist Lamau. It was a dig at Tommy stands because somehow the worst of the ex-Dream SMP stands have congregated all to make up lies and shit on other creators, and Tommy feeds right into it to promote his Patreon, shows, book, whatever else he's currently promoting because he has absolutely no backbone. Does this sound like a guy who cares about saying the R slur? Or does this sound like a guy who's using excuses to be able to say whatever he wants while downplaying the victim? Let's continue. Either way, my lesson from this is that Twitter is somehow even less reasonable than I thought in the first place. Oh, and don't use the R word under any circumstances, even if you see a funny meme and you're autistic. Lesson learned. Hopefully I can be forgiven. Back to coding. I mean, bro, if you're a type of person to say not to say the R word and then you call 7 million people the fucking R word, then you're going to get backlash, you dumbass. Stop acting like you care whether you said the word or not. You're using excuses in one thing, and in the video you generally feel bad about it.
Now I want to talk about Tommy's video and why I was angry enough to post something so stupid. Tommy, You and some of your friends have been spreading disproven lies about me for over a year and a half. When I had false allegations made about me, it was one of the hardest times of my life, and you and your friends decided that after I went through the hell of debunking them, that you would continue to spread, joke about, and support these lies. Don't believe me that you've been doing this? Let's just hear your own best friend confirm that this has been happening.
I get why he might be mad about the lies. That group being like, he's a pedophile all the time, which again, I don't like. I think we shouldn't joke about people being pedophiles unless we actually know for sure. Because, dude, the Brighton lot, I want to stop throwing out random strays and calling people pedophiles.
I agree with this. If this didn't happen and Dream isn't a pedophile, then yeah, you shouldn't throw shit around that. That's pretty fucking bad.
Just for cheap laughs.
As you guys know, I made a video debunking those allegations, and after my video, the accusers even came forward and admitted that they were not
Bro, the account says Burner22. How am I supposed to trust that? Show some actual fucking evidence.
true. I thought that would be the end of it, but for some reason, you and your friend group thought that you would kick me while I was down.
I genuinely think the friend group needs to stop calling Dream a fucking pedophile for cheap laughs. It's stupid to repeatedly call Dream a pedophile when it's not the case.
In your stream you slagged off a lot of my pals. Come on, mate. I mean, my friends are all idiots, but they have bloody good hearts.
Like, yeah, I know you're upset because they call you pedos, but they've got big hearts.
And you and your friends' references and the way you talk about women behind the scenes has been so sexist too. Shame on you guys.
I don't even know what this is about. You don't provide any context or evidence to what you're...
It's obviously about the Ludwig, you called a girl a whore situation, where you gave 5 pages of bullshit just to say that you called another chick a whore. So that's probably it. And maybe because your boy does the same misogynistic shit too, you know, George.
And then them act like they don't see him, and him continue to try to like shimmy.
That brother's starving.
Around.
He's already
and
he's
like
cooked.
What if they're just drunk and they don't know what they're doing?
Are you well, look, I just think I'm gonna side with Will here and say just treat men or women just like normal.
You're saying. Tommyinnit, your racist behavior behind the scenes is unacceptable. You are a racist behind the scenes, and it's unacceptable.
It's different when there's actual proof for what's going on versus like you just straight up lying about it, you know?
Shame on you. You're mad that I criticized your friends in a 3-hour-long live stream with screenshots and receipts of their not so good behavior, so you just make stuff up about my friends? I mean, you didn't have a problem interviewing Sapnap in one of your videos recently.
Sapnap! Well, Sapnap, you see, today I'm no longer Tommyinnit, famed Minecraft YouTuber. I'm actually Professor Respect. Okay, well, it's good to see you.
Oh, and you tried to interview George, but he walked away because he didn't want to be in your video. So there's 2 options. Either 1, they're not bad people, or 2, you don't care enough to not profit off of them. Like, you'll be best friends with Logan Paul in private, but then the second it becomes beneficial for people to think that you don't like him, then all of a sudden you have a problem with all those shitty things that he's done.
I don't see an issue with the Lunchly thing, because Lunchly is just such a horrible product that's literally made just for Logan Paul, KSI, and Mr. Beast to make cash. It's literally a fucking cash grab. Obviously, people roast them on it. Like, you can change your opinion on people based on what they do. What's the problem with that? It literally has nothing to do with this whole situation anyway. And it's just a way to divert people's attention off of yourself. Dream.
He has booked another flight to Japan. 4 years ago, you were awful to me. When I was 16, you gave me YouTube advice, and you held that over my head for years.
I gave you YouTube advice because I thought that you were extremely talented, hardworking, and you had a big dream to be a YouTuber. And that's why with no expectations, we called for hours a day talking about YouTube, strategies, and ideas. And I never held this over your head. Most people hearing that I helped you at all are probably hearing this for the first time.
Dream's awesome. He should, like, probably for the past, 8 months, once a week, me and Dream will have, a 2-hour call. And he just helps me.
Like, Tommy, there's no way that you actually believe this. Saying I was so terrible to you with no examples or anything. Like, if you don't think that my intention was to help you, then what was my intention? Why did I do all of that?
I won't lie, I didn't see any proof from Tommy's side about this, so I would like to know, the proof behind this whole situation with Dream mistreating Tommy in that way.
The Dream SMP, a lot of your success just wouldn't have happened without me.
That egotistical sentiment is exactly what you're accusing me of. I think that the Dream SMP would have not been what it was without any of the creators that were on it. Everyone, including you, made it what it was. And I said that on stream the other day.
I'm not just selling USB baby photos or lazily designed merchandise, all right? I'm doing the best with what I have.
Tommy, you say that like it's a slight on me when my entire merch brand was built by my family in my hometown. Like, the reason there was ever a USB flash drive sold that had pictures of me on it was because it was my mom's idea. And Tommy knows that.
With a package too.
A dream hoodie, but with me on.
All the designers are local people working with my local family business. And this also let me make sure that all of my fans had a good merch experience.
That is really cool.
I didn't make the most money that way, but I'm happy that I did it.
Yo, so this is Dream Shop, and it's literally, wow, I'm pretty sure this is like the most creative. It's literally just slapping a smile on shit. Like, these aren't really designs. Like, these are just fucking normal ass shit, just with smiles on it, bro. Or a little figure 8 smile, bro. This shit's lame. It's all lame. Shit's ass, bro. Like, your mom needs to be more creative. The fuck? What the fuck? Like, bro, I can do better. What the hell?
Tommy went with a merch company that actually had some really cool designs, with some very hardworking child laborers to make it possible. Unfortunately,
I'm gonna look up some proof for this shit because I'm not sure. But regardless, I mean, Tommy stopped keeping contact with these people. So, like, you're just trying to divert your shitty sales to Tommy, you know? It's weird.
that company also scammed a bunch of his viewers, and multiple of his creator friends got scammed and literally never got paid, and the company went bankrupt.
The biggest creators in the world are at the center of a scam, and I don't know if I should talk about it.
Some have been defrauded, others are associated, and most are plain embarrassed.
This is actually true and was investigated by CoffeeZilla. Unfortunately, after the false allegations that Tommy perpetuated, my family merch company did struggle. So if you'd like to support it, dream.shop.
But the difference between me and you, I put effort, my absolute best into all these new things. I'm gonna talk about my brilliant podcast because I'm really proud of it. Or the book I spent months writing.
Tommy essentially belittles what I do, saying that what he does with his podcast and book are somehow more valuable or important than the videos that I make.
He's right. They are.
Which I think is just a little sad. I'm happy making videos with my friends. That's what I've always done. And I'm a coder, and I code cool new Minecraft mods and make everything for my channels by myself. Like, I edit my own videos. I'm sure Tommy can knock out videos pretty quick because at one point he had a literal editor sweatshop where his editors made less than minimum wage, and we're also getting fans to edit the videos for free for them. But to each their own. Everyone has a different style of YouTube. I don't...
What's the real proof here? Like, most of the shit is just he said, she said bullshit without any actual evidence. Look at these screenshots. They don't even talk about Tommy. And the other screenshots, they do talk about Tommy, but there's no context behind it. So Dream could just be straight up fucking lying for all we know. Also, a lot of Tommy's editors came out of the woodwork defending Tommy and saying, yo, this shit didn't happen. Why the fuck is Dream lying about it?
Get the high and mighty. Like, it's not just in this video. Like, recently Tommy's been emboldened that he is the savior of YouTube or something.
So I was walking down the street and I thought to myself, oh man, this internet ain't so well.
But then Tommy says something I don't even know what. Just listen to this.
You harassed my mum as she was going through a divorce. The worst time of her life. You are like a proper movie villain.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna reveal to you this harassment. The proper movie villain harassing of Tommy's mom that I did. Before I show you, just picture in your mind the harassment. Here it comes. This one message is the only contact that I have ever had with Tommy's mom.
You harassed my mum. Proper movie villain.
This message starts with, just thought I'd let you know that I don't agree with lots of people replying to you, and I don't want you to be attacked at all.
You harassed my mum.
And the context to this is that Tommy's mom was arguing with Dream fans on Twitter about Tommy making fun of my stutter in a video. Some of my fans were upset, and she was replying to them. I sent her this singular message on Twitter, letting her know that I didn't agree with my fans that Tommy's portrayal of my stutter was ableist, but also letting her know that I didn't like the rest of the video because it was causing additional harassment for me that I was already getting because this was at the peak of the allegations. And Tommy, of course, didn't show any evidence for any of this stuff because it makes it look ridiculous if he did. Like, he literally says that I'm a cartoon villain for this DM.
You are like a proper movie villain.
Like, this is the Dream SMP Chapter 2, and I've escaped the prison. Like, the way he...
Dream didn't really go over the whole entire message in its entirety, so I will read it and then I'll give my 2 cents on this shit, okay? Okay, so the message says, just thought I'd let you know that I don't agree with lots of people replying to you and don't want you to be attacked at all. I would express that I do agree with some of the people replying because Tommy knew what would happen and knew what I had happened with my family as well, as he's critiqued me strongly for my tweets that caused doxing harassment, saying, you know it's going to cause doxing, so why do it? Even though I always reply that it's not my silly reply, that's the problem, it's the person doxing or whatever, like you said about his video, but never about his opinion has been. His video is outwardly dishonest, as he knows far more about the situation, and he takes a side with his skit, which he knew would cause tons of issues. Yo, just off this first paragraph, he's just going to his mom saying, yo, I don't think people should be attacking you, but like, I agree with them. Yeah, you know, your son should be getting attacked because he's a horrible person. Right? I mean, that's a little over exaggerated, but that's basically what the paragraph's saying. So obviously it would create some turmoil, especially considering that his mom is hard-key defending him, while in the back of her mind, she thinks that her son is being a bad person to these people. It's very weird. Third paragraph. I also don't agree that it was an ableist betrayal, and I don't agree that he wants my family to be harassed or doxxed. I will reiterate through that it has already and will cause more problems and harassment for my friends and family, and obviously myself, and that I had people reach out already from my friends and family expressing how dishonest this video was and how many issues it's going to cause with no pluses. Send evidence for that. I know it's comedy, I know you can hide behind it being a skit, but the intentions were very cruel and dishonest from my personal perspective and the perspective of those that know all the details, including everything Tommy said of the Q situation back when it happened, as Tommy was one of the only people I already told an idea and had involved in SMP, which includes my mom, my family, friends, and it's very hurtful to see it get to this point. Just my personal thoughts, that's all. So bro's just ranting to his mom, talking shit about her own son. No wonder that's going to cause turmoil in the family, as well as, you know, between Tommy and Dream. Like, bro, like, you don't have to send anything.
Words that you would think I spammed his mom's phone for weeks with slurs and threats. And Tommy keeps bringing up the fact that he was 16 and 17. I mean, I was 20 and 21. I didn't treat you like a kid. I treated you like you were my friend and a colleague. We had occasional disagreements, but that's because I did treat you like an equal. But you'd think, based on what you're saying, that you were 12 and that I was some evil overlord, not a content creator helping you out with advice.
Everything else about my channel, you can thank Dream for. Oh, Dream's such a good guy, man. I feel bad because in 2020 I gave him so much shit always. He was like my, you know, in the friend group, the guy that you make fun of a bit too much. That was Dream. And I was just always taking the piss.
I mean, the truth is, you don't care enough that I used that word to make this video, especially because you know my own personal struggles. You realize that it's something that you can use against me to promote your channel and all of the things that you literally promoted for almost a minute at the end of your video. And I mean, you talk about how terrible of a person I am while leaving up videos with my sister and mom, and of course dozens with me, while lying and exaggerating about me, harassing your mom, and bringing up her divorce that I didn't even know about and have nothing to do with. So Tommy, I'm not going to suggest that you go to therapy like you did to me.
You need to get off the internet now. Go and get some therapy.
Because you feel strongly enough to make an entire dedicated video on your channel hating on me, you can go ahead and take down every video of yours that I'm in, and I'll take down every video of mine that you're in. Because if you have a backbone, you wouldn't want to show support to such a no-good person. And Tommy, you mentioned being proud of yourself. I'm proud of you too. I'm proud of everything that you've accomplished, but you don't need to put other people down to lift yourself up. You are talented enough on your own. Happy New Year.
Well, that's very hypocritical considering how many people you call the R slur lately, but that's all I'll really say. Yo, in conclusion, I think they should probably just talk about it like men instead of making back and forth dumbass videos about it. But yeah, I mean, this was so fun to watch because like they're both pretty shitty people if you think about it, just in different ways, in different degrees. Obviously, like, Tommy's a better person than Dream, but like, he's also annoying as shit. Yeah, that's all I really gotta say. See you later, bye-bye.
Oh, I'm dropping it. Hi.